Four-time Olympic gold medalist Sanya Richards-Ross has long been considered one of the fastest women in the world. Now, she won her first gold in the 400-meter race back in 2012 games in London, and since trading in her cleats, she's been working as a commentator for NBC Sports. And she's also the founder of Mommy Nation, a multimedia platform which focuses on the voices, experiences, and needs of black mothers. And her favorite role of all is being a mom. She joins us now live from Tokyo, where she's covering the games. Konnichiwa, Sanya.
How are you? It's so nice to you, Shannon. I'm so excited to join you tonight.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being here with us on Start Your Day. So we got to talk about your career, because since you retired, how do you enjoy being on this side, working in the media at the Olympics?
Oh man, I'm really enjoying it. You know, it's always hard to retire from the sport, especially when you've thrown your heart and everything into it for so long. But to be able to continue to contribute to my sport in this way, to be able to tell the stories of these incredible athletes, it absolutely means the world to me.
Well, talk about your experience there in Tokyo so far, especially as the COVID cases are rising. Are you afraid? What's the
Yes.
atmosphere like there?
Yeah, no, I'll be honest with you. It has been the best that we could ask for. So we are all quarantined for the first 14 days. So you simply can be in your hotel room or at the track or whatever venue you're working. We have very minimal contact with anybody outside of our team. And even in the stadiums, you know, it's unfortunate there aren't any fans in the stands, but it still has this really great energy. And I just got to give a big shout out to the athletes who are so resilient, who are showing up. The performances have been next level, and I'm having a great time. I'm so happy the athletes have an opportunity to compete.
Well, is it sort of like bringing back a nostalgic feeling for you being there at the Olympics? Like, oh, I remember when I did this.
Absolutely. You know, I don't miss the training,
Right.
but I certainly miss competing and being in the village and being a part of the team. There's nothing like it. And so, you know, to be here and to see new Olympians crowned, to see people make their first teams and dreams come true, it does remind me of my own journey and how blessed and fortunate I was to compete for Team USA, to run in 3 Olympic Games, to win 4 gold medals and a bronze. I don't take those opportunities lightly at all, and I just still feel very blessed.
Wow, that is true blessing. And now to be able to impact so many others. We see you out there training up the future runners yourself on social media, watching your journey there. But talk to us about some of the things you've been seeing in the games. I know Jamaica swept the women's 100 in Tokyo.
Yes.
We were like cheering. We saw the photos posted. It was just amazing. What else have you been seeing out there? And how was that moment when you saw that happening? I know you've been doing some commentating and different things out there.
Yes.
What was that moment like? Because I know the crowd wasn't there to cheer there at the same time, but around the world, I know people were cheering.
Oh my goodness. So first of all, Shannon, what's amazing is how they introduce the athletes for the finals. So the stadium goes pitch black and they have this incredible light show, and they introduce the athletes almost like you would imagine like at a boxing match. And it's really special because we don't get that usually in track and field. So you could feel the energy, the tension of how important this moment was. And Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price were really chasing history. Either one of those women were going to do something really special. And when Elaine won and broke the Olympic record, she ran 10:60 faster than FloJo. You didn't need 60,000 people in the building to feel how amazing that was. And it was such a joy to watch that, and there's still so much great running in store.
And then Marcel Jacobs this weekend, we saw him as well from Italy, making strides as well.
Yes, yes. I mean, everybody was wondering who was going to be the 100-meter champ after Usain Bolt. It was wide open, and Italy wins their first 100-meter gold medal ever in history. And Fred Curley from Team USA, who stepped down from the 400, showed up big for Team USA and won a silver medal. So that was really fun to watch as well.
Wow, that is pretty exciting. Besides track, because I know that's your history, are you excited about any of the other competitions that you've been seeing there?
Yeah, you know, it's been fun to watch and keep up. We saw Team USA will be playing for in the bronze medal match in soccer. So I know disappointment for them, but they still have an opportunity to make a medal. big news. Simone Biles will be back, and we are so excited for her to make her return. I cannot wait to watch her on the balance beams. And it's just been really fun. Swimming has been great. There's just been a whole lot. Unfortunately, we can't go to other venues, and it's hard to kind of find the sports on TV because we're geo-blocked, but the energy is still wonderful, and I do my best to keep up with it like you guys are at home on social media, and that has been really fun too.
Yeah, well, I know you, like I said earlier, have been training up future athletes and stars. For those parents out there that are saying, I want my kid to go to the Olympics one day, what advice do you have for those parents to help train up and support their children?
Well, I think you said it right. I think at the end of the day, it's about supporting your little ones. And if you see that they have a passion towards sports, it's about providing every resource and opportunity you can for them to grow and be better. But you have to follow their lead. I think sometimes as parents, we want it more than our kids. And I think sometimes that pushes them out of the sport. And so I think what my parents did really well for me was they gave me every opportunity to be great. And then when I wanted it, they were right behind me, supporting me every step of the way. And, I can't thank them enough for every sacrifice that they made to allow me to be the best that I could be.
So is your next gig going to be training boy bands? We saw you at the Jonas Brothers TV show training them to run track. I'm like, she just trains everybody now.
Shannon, that was so much fun. So the Jonas Brothers chasing their Olympic dreams, and they were as into it as they are into their music. They really wanted to learn. They wanted to understand how to do the hurdles. And can you imagine the sibling rivalry? Like they were really all in. And so, Sydney McLaughlin, who is one of the athletes who I'm most looking forward to on the track here in Rio, her and I got together and we did our best. I don't think they should be canceling any tour dates anytime soon, but it was really fun to coach them.
That was a lot of fun. People could check that on NBC streamings too now. Check that out. That was a lot of fun. Now, I got to ask you before you go, I love watching your social media posts about being a mom and your Mommy Nation initiative that you're doing. What's the best part about being a mother and balancing it all for you?
And Shannon, I gotta say, I love your Instagram too, and seeing your dad life and husband. You're just amazing. But it's like I feel like being an athlete was one of the most selfish roles that you can have. Right? It's always all about you. It's always about resting and feeding, all the things that you need to do to be a great athlete. And so now for me to have to shift that and to pour all of my love and energy into my son is the most rewarding role that I have. And, it's hard when I'm away. I'm going to be away for 16 days here. And every night my son and I are counting down the days, 6 more sleeps, 5 more sleeps. And, it's just everything that you do now is magnified. And I just want to be the best role model I can be for my son. And I want to just provide every opportunity for him to be great. And he just lights up my life. He's just everything. It's nothing like being a mom.
Oh, well, you all light up our lives as well, watching this wonderful family. And I love seeing the family unit that you portray on social media. So thank you for that. And continue doing a great job out there in Tokyo and in your personal life as well. Olympic great Sanya Richards-Ross, thank you so much for starting your day here.